There's something that has been bothering me for a while now, and I think it should be a thing of concern to all of us as well. Have you noticed that parenting has taken a new toll? Let me say in Nigeria, because I've always been in Nigeria. Parenting has taken a different toll in the sense that kids these days no longer get proper training, proper parental training, while they have parents. Not that they are street kids, they don't have parents, they don't have people to look after them, they don't have people to cater for them, and they don't have people to school them and control them and tell them this is right or this is wrong and what have you. But over the years I've seen situations where um parents, when it comes to character development in kids, is nothing to write home about. And in all sense, I don't know what happened over the years because I remember while we were growing up, there are some things you don't try with my mother, and there are some things you don't try with my father. And know that I think while growing up, my father always beat me once, and it was with a comb. But man, if my mama beat you, if somebody see you the next day, they will ask you whether trailer jam you. Not because she was a bad mother, but because she was trying to imbibe some things in us. And sometimes the best way not to flog picking, so to say in Africa and Nigeria. And it helped me in a very, you know, good way. But along the years, along the line, I saw that a lot of things have changed. A lot of things are changed. Kids talk to their parents anyhow, talk to elders anyhow. I don't know, probably that's where this Gen Z was gotten from. Let's not even go far. Let's even go about, let's just stay within the quota of kids these days. You see, parents already making their children become adults. You see a 5-year old already using bleaching creams, and they didn't get it because they can afford it. They got it from their parents. You go see picking one do birthday, maybe boy, they go plait hair for them. I don't have any issues with that too. In fact, I like when I see kids plaiting hair, especially guys. I like it, you understand. But what I'm saying in essence that we are not allowing these children to grow up by themselves. And let's not forget why we're talking this. We're talking about parenting. Okay, let me just let me take some key points. Number one, do you know that these days, if you go out, when you go out in the morning, let's say like 9 o'clock or 9:30, you see parents just taking kids to school, like a 5-year old, a 7-year old. They're just taking that child to school when they've already finished assembly. And I think the schools too, they don't do anything. Well, that's know how to do is that's the kids is just to press phone. We're not teaching them morals. As old as I am, when it is 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, my friends they know it's already my body's already pricking me, man. You need to go home. And it was just the upbringing that my mother instilled in me, and my father especially. But these days, a lot of people are doing a lot of things concerning this parenting thing. There's no proper parental care when it comes to moral values. How mama go dey sweep or elderly person go dey pass, kids go just dey look am, they no go greet am. They go just dey look am like, and when you talk, they will be like, I don't feel like greeting him. Ah, those days you go say you don't feel like greeting who? Wetin you wan tell dem say you chop? And you know say those days they get one bros wey dey inside compound wey be say na him your mama and your papa dey call me, go flog all of una. But these days you dare not touch a woman's child or a man's child or what have you. Especially this thing is very common with women. It's very, very, very common with our mothers. Don't touch my child though. It took me 10 years before I had out. It took me 6 months before I had out. Please don't touch her. And we keep doing these things, and these children is spoiled by the day. These children, then be spoiled by the day. The thing is that pikin wey you no train for inside house go disgrace you for public. E normal. Pikin wey you no train inside house. You can't train, you can't tell your child to do what you want her or him to do. Why you didn't train that child about that thing at home? Kids have tendency of being unruly, it is you that will train them to tell them this is right and this is wrong. Now, I don't notice another thing. I don't know if it is the Nigerian thing or the African thing. Have you noticed that we allow children to do some things because we feel we don't want them to cry? And all these things are part of training. How can you, okay, you are taking your child to school while driving, and the child is sitting on your laps. A 3-year-old child, a 4-year-old child that's supposed to be at the back seat, strapped, is sitting on your lap. This is very well known with men, because you say you don't want the child to cry, he wants to sit down there. You see some parents driving. You see a child sitting at the armrest of the armrest in between the passenger seat and the driver's seat in the front. You see the child sitting. The child will now back the windscreen, maybe playing with the other ones at the back, and you see you don't want the child to cry. I don't think that's not. And I've noticed another thing. Have you noticed that it is? If the rich people, if you notice the rich people, their kids, when you see them in public, they're always coordinated, organized. But now these average people, you will say, I don't understand. Let me just keep it that way. Now then you go see your children, they will be very, very spoiled. That's not how to spoil a child. Saying you don't want the child to cry, you now put a 2-year or a 5 or a 7-year-old child on your lap while driving. That's not a way to spoil a child. If you want to spoil picking, can I go buy ice cream? Spoil and away. When I mean spoil. If you match break like that, you go say devil don't come again. Devil they way they do your own thing. You carry picking, put for lap while you're driving. Tell me please, what is the common sense in what you are doing? Like I said, what you don't teach these children while you are at home, you don't expect them to portray it in public. They will disgrace you. Now I even see parents go to school and tell, and if I don't even think any private school even flog any child anymore. They know they flog again. I know maybe public school, but private school. Because now mama will go tell them, say, no touch my pikin. I remember back then, when would they grow up? If my mama give you signal, if you no come up for there, and the same thing applies to other women then. Your mama go give you signal, you know go come out. You don't know the signal, and you get some signal we say, if my mama give you, you come out or you no come out, you'll be dead rat. So along the line, I was like, what actually changed when it comes to parenting? What really changed? Because I don't understand. Now the same set of mama people we born during our time, now them still born all these people, they born the children with there now. So what actually went wrong? Is it civilization? I don't know, because we get civilization day every day. We develop, we understand. Have you noticed that a lot of children said don't turn one of these in the sense that they get, well, I'm talking about 5-year-old, 7-year-old, they don't know the whole dance step with this word, all these songs. If you go school, say they know they play. I'm not sure say nursery rhyme say this school again like that when we sing those days. If you go party self, you know go hear no. I'm not sure say children get the kind of song we will play for party. Now knock you akpako, now they hear. You go see them, you go see small picking 5 years old, you go give you one kind of punk, they go die and put parting. All these things are fine, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not cool. I'm just saying we're not allowing these children to grow up properly. Let them grow at their own pace. You see picking the new 2 years old birthday, the way go did the picking head. And women, I'm not saying that this sabi what they call this thing, wig they go put like gum. They take gum and well. Now you go see now, so they go gum the girl hair. The hair will go the girl herself go nearly talk past the picking way they do birthday. Like I said, I don't have any, all these things they are fine, they are nice, they make kids look fine. I'm just saying we should allow these kids grow up themselves. Okay, and check this out again. You go see driver will go picking for school. A driver will carry lunchbox. A driver will carry school bag. A driver will picking with the straw, with probably iPad. The straw go enter inside car. They go open door. You're not even teaching these children to be responsible. You're not teaching them to be responsible. You're trying to make them understand that it is me, myself, and I. Shey you get? All these things that I'm saying, I'm not trying to antagonize anybody. I'm just saying that we should allow these children grow at their own pace. Let them grow at their own pace. Then the moral decadence in kids these days is just too much. They don't greet. And when you say, I will greet when I feel like greeting. And is it a must to greet? You know go greet elderly person back then. If you go report, in fact, you no go report you to anybody. Now flog, he go flog you. You self go fear to go talk am for house. You go fear to go talk am for house. They go ask you why. Even I remember that back then they flog you for school. You know they don't born you and make you go talk. In fact, if your papa or mama just say they flog you for school, he go ask you why they flog you. If you know fit talk the reason, whether you did right or wrong, which teacher take flog you, they go still flog you. So what actually changed? I think it's high time we as parents know how to bring our kids up. It's not a must you beat a child. There are so many ways you can bring a child up without even flogging, and that child will follow the principles of morality. It's not a must you flog now. I know a lot of people that didn't flog. When I was growing up, my father didn't flog me now. But when my father sits you down to talk to you, you go cry. My mama na him be the Abijah. She go flog you, you go know say person flog you. But back then still say, but they prefer me, my mama flog me. Because what my papa go tell you, you know go like her. So we have to look for a way to change all these things.